Hi and welcome to The Winning Factor. I'm Alan Aitken, and on this show each week we take a look at some upcoming races in Hong Kong and we try to separate out the key element of those races that we might look back on later as having been the way to finding the winner. Well, Sunday at Sha Tin, a very rare event, an all-dirt day meeting. We don't have those very often at all, but we have one on Sunday, and I think that's a good reason for us to take a look at some wider statistics on the dirt. We often look at who the leading trainers are, but I think we'll have a look at the jockeys this time and try to get an edge on who the top jockeys are on the dirt. And the first graphic we're going to show you, this shows the dirt jockeys by strike rate. And as you can see there, the usual suspects are up the top: Joe Moreira, Zac Purton, Sha Tin. But we also have local riders Dylan Moe and Jack Wong close to the top, and also Chad Schofield. And I want to keep his name in your mind for when we look at our next graphic, which we'll go to now. And this shows a different view of the jockeys on the dirt. And this is ranking them according to profit and loss on a flat bet, a single bet every time they ride. And this time we see a slightly different view. But as you can see, we've still got Dylan Moe and also Jack Wong towards the top, and Chad Schofield high on the list once again. So a contributing factor there to the high rankings of both Jack Wong and Dylan Moe is that they were recently, fairly recently, apprentices and often used on the dirt for their claims, particularly Jack Wong, who was apprenticed to top dirt trainer Mi Choi. So those figures might be a little bit flattered by those circumstances, and we'll see if they continue as they go on. But Chad Schofield, once again, high on the list, and using a different metric again, comparing jockeys to market expectations. Chad and also Sha Tin, very high on that list. So across the board, Chad has good figures on the dirt and is certainly one worth watching. Well, back to this Sunday's racing, and the first race we're going to take a look at is race 2, and our winning factor here is the distance. Now, there are quite a few runners that I think will take the eye of horse players here. Up the top we have in folding Zac Purton's mount. We also have the old veteran, Good Fit, always a good horse on this surface. Further down we've got Good Runner's Way. This one's for you. And at the foot of the weights, Joe Moreira's ride above. And there are a couple of key videos we need to look at for this. And the first one we're going to take a look at is race 73. Now, this is a race won by Good Runner's Way, beating in folding. This one's for you and Good Fit in this race. And you can see him here in the white colours. He's trapped wide the whole race. He has the toughest run in the event, but is still able to hold off the finish of those horses down the running. So that's a pretty tough win, and he's certainly value for better than the margin on that occasion. And now we're going to take a look at what I think is the other key relevant race, and that is race 91. And here we're going to have a look at above. Now, he's in red and yellow colours. This is over 1,400 metres, an insufficient distance for him, and he gets a long way back in the race. You'll see him come to the outside and charge home into third placing. So looking back at that first replay, Good Runner's Way, he's going to be hard to run down again, although over the extra distance from gate 1, he's going to get a good run. And when we take a look at the map, here he is with the option of leading or perhaps box seating. And I think above is going to be on his back the whole way wherever he goes, and that's going to be another key element to the race. So the tip in race 2, above, his winning factor, the distance. As you can see on the map, I think he's going to get a nice run through the race, and he's not a concern at 1,800 metres. He was impressive winning at that distance at the end of last season, and he has Joe Moreira, and as we've seen, Joe Moreira with the highest strike rate in these dirt races. The second race I want to take a look at is race 5. This is a class 4 over 1,200 metres, and our winning factor here, the map. Well, there seem to be a few chances here with the Goldie Flanker dropping back to class 4, Elite Boy, who found some of his old form last start winning, Viva Council, The Creative, and Promise Kept for Joe Moreira and Tony Millard. But the map here does look absolutely crucial, and I want to focus in on Viva Council. Very honest, very genuine horse. He's not overburdened with talent, but he's good enough to win a race or two each season. And we're going to have a look at his most recent run when he put the writing on the wall to be getting near another win. And for this, we have to go back to race 92 on October 12. And you see him working early here from the outside gate. He's in the orange and black colours. He gets up outside the leader, but the work didn't end there, as he and the leader Lariz broke away, opening up a gap on the field before the home turn. And by the time Viva Council shook the other leader off, he was left as a sitting shot late for the finishers, and Dollar Award was able to pick him off in the final stages. Well, this time Viva Council is drawn a bit better, and when we take a look at the map, he's immediately outside the likely leader in the race, Elite Boy. And I think there's a disadvantage here for a couple of the horses we mentioned. Of course, Goldie Flanker and the Creator, they're going to be way out the back here. And I think that's going to be a real problem for them, unless the leaders really overdo it. But Viva Council, he should be able to come across more easily here with the leader Elite Boy, sit outside the lead where he was last time, but not do quite as much work in getting there. So the tip in race 5, Viva Council. His winning factor, the map. He had to do just too much work coming over from gate 12 last time, and this time he also has the benefit from gate 7 of having the leader directly inside him and bringing him across the field. I don't think he'll have to work as hard, and that sets up for Viva Council to win again. Well, that's it for the winning factor this week. Good luck on Sunday. We'll see you next time.